venimos con violencia.
Tienen niños con sed que necesitan agua.
Dozens of National Guard police.
I'm on the Guatemala-Mexico border. This bridge is the main crossing for migrant caravans on their way to the United States. But this group, which left Honduras in mid-January, is about to hit a barrier, and they're still over 1,000 miles from the U.S. border.
Si ellos ya se atreven, no lo dejan pasar, vamos a tener que hacer la violencia.
Mexico shouldn't allow millions of people to try and enter our country.
Last year, President Trump threatened Mexico with import tariffs if the country didn't seal its border with Guatemala. So Mexico deployed a newly formed security force to block migrants from entering. Now this wave of some 4,000 migrants is putting enforcement here to the test. I wanted to see how Mexico would handle the challenge. What I find is a country taking a much harder line on its southern border in response to U.S. pressure. I witnessed 3 attempts by migrants to cross into Mexico, each time met with increasing force. This attempt ends with Mexican authorities letting small groups through to register with migration. It's a legal obligation, and also a way of breaking up the caravan. Once in Mexico, the first thing migrants hear is a warning from the U.S., repeated over a loudspeaker.
No se deje engañar. No es un hecho que Estados Unidos le otorgará asilo. Al contrario, lo podría regresar de inmediato a Guatemala.
And then an offer to send them home.
México le ofrece oportunidad de empleo en su país de origen.
México da la opción de regresar y trabajar en nuestra tierra, en Honduras, pero eso es imposible.
By the end of the day, close to 2,000 migrants have registered to stay in Mexico, many with the goal of someday still reaching the U.S. What they don't know is that Mexico will end up returning most of them to Honduras. It's a new day, and more migrants are on the border, undeterred and ready to cross into Mexico.
Venimos a pedirle al señor presidente de la República de México.
This time, a few petition Mexican authorities on behalf of the group, appealing for compassion to let them continue the caravan.
Con el permiso de movilizarnos libremente por tierras mexicanas.
But Mexico doesn't budge. So the group turns to Plan B. Border security are waiting for them on the other side of the Suchiate River.
Ellos me lesionaron y yo iba cruzando allá, me golpearon, uno de ellos me golpeó así.
The standoff ends with the migrants staying put in Guatemala and waiting for an opportunity to try to cross again. A few days later, with border security nowhere in sight, hundreds of migrants managed to get through by crossing the river at a different spot. Only to be met by dozens of troops who were waiting for them several miles down the road. Some 800 people are rounded up and forced onto buses, soon to be deported.